Hey guys, practice the rule of Fire Emblem. We have a winner, as you can tell from the post from yesterday. It's time to head back.
Busy. So, okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
There's someone right there. There's
Here I am,
Gerald.
the office of the captain of the knights. That's it. I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job.
Professor, dropping by so soon? Are you ill? This is the infirmary, you know. If you're ever wounded or sick, do feel free to drop by. Or if you would like a nice cup of tea. Would you? Well, some other time.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work. Here you may find literature with a far reaches of help. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for. God, I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Mhm. Now we're gonna continue onwards.
See.
Return now.
The Academy. I hope you have found our hall vitality well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our three houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. Oh, it's different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining two houses.
Mm. It's gonna be. we're gonna choose to fear the deer.
Chosen the golden deer.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of England's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to me.
I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I am in the middle of something, Flynn. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, what's this?
This is our newest professor at the academy.
Wow, a new addition to the Art Academy. I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Seventh's little sister, Clem. I was so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Is that true? You are quite what I pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right?
We chose it to fear the deer.
Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully. Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary. One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently, our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the knights. As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most former captain of the Knights of Saros.
I heard. There's no way a child captain isn't worth. It's simply not. The captain? Who are you talking about? Captain Gerald, of course. Most notable captain of the Knights of Saros and a peerless mercenary. It doesn't matter what you've given. Captain Gerald deserves nothing less. Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor. Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Yes, I suppose so. Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the beat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality booze.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. There's no meat involved. It's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself. Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
Hmm. That is the golden deers. Mm-hmm.
I can use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. It won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests. Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes, but we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through your blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
With that, we are able to start. Academy uniforms for the protagonist is now available in your journal. DLC supplies has arrived. Set your personal quarters and check by your bed. Special auxiliary battles are now available. Select battle during chapter 3 or later to engage in these new battles. House Longbow is now available from your journal. And subunits, in addition, classes are now available accessory. Is it possible to go into battle with the same appearance? Like the monastery. No. It's not possible to. Now selecting it to civilian tires. Sorted. Regalia outfit. Nexus. Change ship. The quest has been added from chapter 5 of the main story on.
Each professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
You're the only option we have. Let's just stick with this one for right now.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Okay, I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Let me know. I will make you a quality meal as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
You, as a seed, and what's its advantage of seeds?
Goodness, listen to me. I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at.
Mock battle that's coming up? You don't mind me sitting it out, do you? So fragile Nathan, I'm useless in battle. I'll just cheer everyone on.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, position is fun if you win. To that end, I better prepare as well. You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach? The Officers Academy are all facilities in the monastery. That means you can shout out with students at the dining hall or get in some one-on-one sparring training. As you explore the monastery, try visiting the various facilities and talking to the people who live here. If you haven't noticed, there are bulletin boards in various places. You can check them out to see posted requests or to find more information about the market. I hear that fulfilling requests to use more facilities. The bulletin board gets updated frequently, so it's probably a good idea to check it once a month. Far be it for me to tell you how to use the facilities, but it's a good idea to be mindful of how you're using your time. If you don't think about how you're spending your free time, it'll be over before you know it. Here at the Officers Academy, even professors are expected to study often to help maintain their strong leadership skills. In other words, students and teachers alike have to strive to grow in every possible field.
We're the first ones we're going to try to recruit. That's going to be the first one we will try to recruit.
And best apprentice. I can beat any professor, even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea is quite serious. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask. Dream is the best time of the year, naps. I can just forget all about my assignments. Oh. Did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Gardening is pretty simple. You just have to choose which one to do. And just wait.
Told you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. When the opportunity arrives, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
Yeah, Felix is going to be one I would want to recruit. Let's do these two right now.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste. Yummy. Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to this.
Nice. You like to count on you.
But that's not going to be all. This game doesn't really have any fishing decks, so we're just going to go for the best. We would want to hit A on the third run if it's. I guess not all of them is really that good. But we want to look for the better fish within there. Can't really head up here quite yet.
I'm a little busy. If you're looking for the greenhouse, it's right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it.
Can't really head much more this way.
Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year. That's Teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, who's to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Cerberus, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
Mhm. Debo. Hmm. Skin. An amiibo.
Professor, nothing to report. By, have you ever regretted a decision, wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
Hmm. That might be foreshadowing.
Tiny question for you, if that's all right. Seen a man with hair the same color as mine, scowling face, and generally gloomy demeanor. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay? Okay. Sir, have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? Absolutely loaded valuable information. I only wish I was including the concepts in sleep so I could spend. More that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Friendship. You have no please. It's a sure some stuff. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday. If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead. This.
Mhm.
Our class name? eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor, hence black eagles.
Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Bargans. Lu, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, check them. They're filled with incense. Right. To the Officers Academy. That's where I met Annie. I think Florence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice. I was like, she's my best friend in the world.
Is everyone's names yet? I'm Ignis, in case you forgot. I'm looking forward to learning from you. Our house is that of the golden deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in Black Eagle House. I knew that before the first day of class. These people are simply exhausting. Okay. The monastery. I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Is it? Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's quite soon. I look forward to being. I really need to eat. Can't hold out until. I can't this time, but I'll stay open. I need to keep eating while we get stronger.
Mm.
I pray to thee. Please protect us.
So they have to go the long way up.
That's
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess. But
Has changed a lot since my time. Said it, Hanneman, Manuela, Eureka, many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago. Have you met Leon yet? Apparently, it was my influence that inspired her to leave her village. Sorry to burden you, but could you watch over her for me? He's the only apprentice I can do.
Hmm.
Has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he does. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary club knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old chap.
Battle? This early? Well, Professor, they're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? No need to worry. If you get hurt, I am more than capable of healing you. You'll not even have a scar.
There is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I think you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your quest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple of square inches would do. No, perhaps in blood. A couple of drops on the device are all I need. Church of Cerberus. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the church. I encourage you to make good use.
We after exploring. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna do this mock battle and then end off the video.
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up, and everything will be great. Gotta teach. Right, I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add something to their food to upset their stomachs. Yeah, wink, wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, what's this? You heard him, Teach. You can't let these fine folks down. Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now so they won't see it.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, Professor. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again in the field, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint me.
What magic users? It's kind of within the magic range, as well as this one. But let's just stick with the main crew they gave us. Take a look at the map.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
I'm sure you already understand. But the house that's been commissioned to is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle. So listen well, watching me.
Stay focused.
I stand ready.
Me?
Fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace. You have Lady Edelgard's permission to. Suppose I have no choice but to revive kind.
Thank you, Gilbert. You're off to a terrible start.
Gosh, can you move to the front lines? Want to lure the enemy this way?
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. You, Mercedes, keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
We'll try our best.
Tired. How did I fail? I need to train harder. It's not luck, it's fate.
Mhm.
I'm not done yet.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you with our full might. You will use the force to ambush our enemy. I am counting on your support.
Once, you do well. Take a detour.
Great.
I suppose you're a struggler. I suppose I'll have to call it today.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
It shows who exactly they're gonna attack.
So strong. Have to do better next time. You're outclassed. My princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar it up in my face of yours.
Carefully, Bob. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
This hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Oh, this shock.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not? There could be no victory unless I defeat you. So be it. Yeah. I'm not setting a very good example. Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out. The new perspective seems very. Each battle, a chance to grow. Such power dwells within.
sorry.
I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary. I've expected that.
Made it past Manuela. I see now I must focus it and then make my move. True challenge starts now. Second is much prepared.
Mhm.
Oh, it's just a few lines. I can do it over that. I'll show you. Still not satisfied.
You have a 1% chance to crit.
Is it not?
A tough opponent. I refuse to yield. Not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
Another step forward.
Hmm.
First this. Thing for you guard, right? Come on, this will feel better.
A tough opponent. I refuse to yield. Not fool yourself into believing I will hold back. Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defense is wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better fit off them up next.
Round of heels and round of those for twos. That would do nothing.
Suppose that does it for the Blue Lion House. All right, that's that. The winner. This mock battle is the Golden Deer House.
Mm-hmm.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet.
This is kind of like the main reason why you want to have the protagonist be the MVP of all of them.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win. I've been anticipating that magic moment when your tactics and my schemes entwine, and you did not disappoint. That composed expression you always sport like a permanent mask is a perfect complement to your ruthless schemes. That's a joke, of course. Mostly. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation called for it. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. To suppose our opponents lucked out. Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been a Claude leading us into battle. I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won! I love it!
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today's lesson. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would. It was way too obvious. Were you, Marianne? Of course.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leona? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance. A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience, right, teacher? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the eagle and lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission with Makahet. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Affiliated with Garrick Lock Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood. I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. Told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your being. I have high hopes.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You want to know that I have shocked you now. Hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail. You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so true. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting. This is what I had seen to. Hiring a mercenary as professor. What was that woman thinking? Are you listening to me? How do we finish this? You die. What? Underestimating the Knights was an action mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements. Right? Get back here! Damn it!
Another cutscene going on, which will lead us to chapter 2.
Part 1. White clouds. Heartstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Terratine and God.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study. This is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely. More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. You adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, didn't expect that answer. We were mercenaries. I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you, but I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle. Those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night and let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant, lead them well. I wish I could offer my support. Lady Rhea won't allow. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants. Come on.
Hmm.
You.
I'm gonna try to get these completed before I do the upgrades. I am going to. So I will choose to reduce the Myrmidon. I'm gonna try to get this one mastered first. See, we have to get them mastered. This would be it for this video, though. You can see that we don't have access to Dimitri, what to do. Either good and Hubert. Yeah. I'll see you guys within the next video. See you guys then. Bye.